You know, I just made an update video. I had to delete it. One, it was too long. Two, because, well, I went on a rant tirade that I didn't really care for. And said some things I shouldn't have said, but I don't regret it. I just shouldn't have said it. But either way, welcome back, folks, one and all, to an update video. Hello, everybody. My name is DbdKmp, and I am the best neighbor in the house. And, well, the weather was 20, or it said something about 20, then it went to, I think it was like 28, 20, and then it just finally said 30, now it's 32. It took all day, and then it come till afternoon, about this time, to finally say 32 degrees. It's still freezing cold outside. It was so cold this morning that I was nowhere in hell I was getting out of bed. And not only that, but by the time I stepped out this morning, finally, not that I didn't see the snow, I just, So, anyway, I stepped outside today, finally, after I made that update video and deleted it. I almost slipped and fell, because that's how fall it was. Well, luckily it finally started melting by the time I came back from whatever I was doing, or had to. So, in the meantime, just in the meantime, can you believe this is the first video? Even though this is going to be released today. I was going to release the other one until I started getting to something I probably shouldn't have got into, but whatever. So this is actually the official one for today's date, not the one that I had scheduled. No, I just scheduled it to get out of the way, and I will be getting away from that because, well, I don't focus heavily on updates. I try to heavily focus on gameplay. And I didn't think it was going to be warm enough for me to do anything, honestly. And now that it's so warm, I can start doing things now. But during that time, it was so cold, I said, no, there's no way. I don't feel like doing anything. I couldn't even type. I couldn't do nothing. All I could do was barely tap the screen. I'm just like, oh, God, I don't feel like typing. So, and in the meantime, yeah, so, I mean, I got, like, quite a bit of stuff being recorded, and I got something else. It's an update video that's coming out in 2021, even though I made it this year. As of November, I think it was the last day of the month. Actually, it was. We've been approaching the final days of, as time goes on, of 2020. And, yeah, it might have brought a lot of death, but it wasn't just the coronavirus either. It was because we just lost a lot of celebrities, and they didn't even die of the coronavirus. Hell, we've had celebrities that died because they just died. Like James Avery. He died so many moons ago. You don't know who that is unless you watched The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air with Will Smith in it. And then James Avery as Uncle Phil. And Jeffrey the butler. And all them. Until they got into a field that nobody even knew about until years later because, well, I mean, until they finally got into a deal about it over Twitter, which Twitter was not a thing at the time. But they finally came out about it, and then they said, well, this is what really happened. It was actually Will that caused the first Aunt Viv not to have a job anymore after season 3, which sucks. And he apologized, so they made amends. Sad thing is that, did they not make amends with Avery? I mean, honestly. While I'm not one for violence and all this stuff and wanting to kill somebody, even though that sometimes they might do actions that might otherwise make you feel that way sometimes. Like, in other words, if it would teach them a lesson, if I could just, and then that way I could bring them back. But they lost their after they learned the lesson. But I couldn't do that. But as well, at the same damn time, I feel that it's horrible that the way that products get mistreated just because they buy something and then somebody wants to destroy it. I don't care if someone's having an affair or not. That is no way to treat somebody. Or treat the property. The property didn't do it to you. Okay? They did. And even if they did, though, at the same time, I feel that you shouldn't go after them either. Because you're no better than they are if you do that. And that's just my personal thing. Well, I can't stop or control people. All I can do is try to implement the word and hopefully get the word spread across there from one person to another. I mean, people said that too, and then it wasn't to me directed at me or anybody specifically, just those that actually go out there and do this crap just because something happens to them. Like if somebody cheats on me, when I say I don't want nothing to do with them, I actually mean it. I don't lie about it and then just go back out there and, well, now, you know what? I'm so pissed at you now I'm gonna murder you. And then I murder you. That's just stupid. Just as much as it is just taking it out on their property. Because their property didn't do it to you. Yeah. So, anyway. Yeah, I mean, even though I'm recording this for today, and I'm going to be recording another video to catch up with one of the things they're taking over for after Doom is done, being released. You know, that should get it done. I don't know why, but what I've been doing is actually I do like more of one than the other. And then I'll take like if I can, I'll probably do like one or wait till the next day and just do a bit more than the other. And I'm trying to make it as even as possible before they get released. So, see, the thing is, Doom, as small as it is because of the storyline itself, maybe short, but it's still a big deal because it's more popular than most anything out there. I mean, it just depends on whether or not you're into first shooter person games. That would be the number one hitting charts. Now, I wouldn't say necessarily the first game, but the brand itself, the name, the franchise itself is number one on the chart. It's for first-person shooter games. At least it's for PC anyway. Now, we're not talking about other games you can actually do multiplayer or whatever the hell you want to do. We're not talking about that. Just for like, it has all the blood and glory and all this, you know, oh, okay, I'm just gonna go in there and take on me some monkey business and all this crap. I mean, although to be fair, the newest game that they put out, they left out some monsters in there, which was stupid. It really was. So, like with Fiber Dreamers, so, and to me, although it isn't necessarily necessary, but at the same time it is, because it was always a part of the deal. Was that they had God mode. They left it out when they did. I think they kind of sort of had it there, but I think you had to kind of unlock it or whatever for Doom 3, the official game. And then the later ones just kind of said, nope, we're not putting cheat codes on this no more. But it's just not Doom without God mode. It's not. I mean, don't say it's doom. It's not doom. It's just not doom if it has, God mode. That's a bunch of bull crap. Because God mode was always a part of it. We just, it's just like more of a fun range of things to do with the game. Plus, it's just a mode that would more or less help you, because there were levels that were supposed to be in the game, believe it or not, that had no health for you, until the end of the level. And the thing is, you got to be able to survive. It's not to make it easier on you, no. By no amount of means, because there were also enemies that were supposed to be in the game that could easily pick you. That could be a match for you if you become a god. Which ultimately, sucks. Basically, all it is another way to survive anyway. And another way to have fun with the game. So who says you have to go through their guns blazing with limited health? Who says you have to do that? Cheaters. Because I'm going to tell you something. If I'm going down, I'm taking you with me. Because if you're going to call me a cheater, then you're just as much as guilty of being a cheater as I am. I'm not guilty of being a cheater. When it comes to actually using God mode. Or even unlimited. Who says you have to have limited ammo too? When I have unlimited ammo. I mean, that was part of the game too. Not that you needed it necessarily. But yeah, you can go through the game, have unlimited ammo. You can have both, or you can have limited health and have unlimited ammo. It's always a deal about Doom. Or you can just play it normally without either one of the codes and just go, okay. And you can even play with the codes that have key cards. But the problem with that is, even if you could have the key cards, you still have to run into enemies. There still has to be traps in there, even if you are in God mode. God mode doesn't make you get past the thing. Not necessarily. No more than having limited health and running into a damn trap and getting killed by a Hell Knight or Hell Baron. And, yeah, so, also, if anyone ever tells you, this is something I'm going to start saying from now on, that this for sure is this and that without having a legit source, this is, about what any enemy that they have that they can't scan yet until they have the ability to do so, then they're full of shit. Unless they openly admit, because it's the only way they can know, because otherwise you'll never know what the actual HP is. Like, there's monsters you cannot scan because it's too damn late. You only get one chance to encounter them. You might get them into a battle royale. I mean, even then, it's not a guarantee that they'll be the same strength or HP, or even the same one, like a kind of like they say a palette swap, but it's a stronger version. Or it's the same one, but it has more HP. So there's no damn guarantee in the whole entire world that they will ever be the same. It could be the same, but you won't know until you get to a certain point. You can start doing that. And by the time it's too damn late, it doesn't count. I don't care how many times you play a game. I don't care if you guess at the damn thing. That's fine, but it should never be counted as the correct amount of HP that someone has that you cannot scan. Even bosses, for crying out loud. And it should never count. Something of the accurate amount of how much HP they actually have. See, at that point, all it should matter right now is just like any other battle, to be fair. But in this case, it's just getting through it and just beating them. That's it. That's all that matters. Not, oh, well, you maybe I should know how much HP this monster has, and yet I can't scan it unless I cheat. And I mean, look at the damn codes to find out all who has what. Although if you do that, it kind of defeats the purpose of getting scammed, unless you decide to only look at the monsters you didn't have a chance to scam, because it's too damn late. And you'd have to legitimately do that, and then cut yourself off from the rest of it so you're not spoiled until you get the scan ability to be able to scan monsters. It's true. So yeah, they're full of shit. There's so much full of doggy doo-doo that they don't know what the hell they're talking about. Now, they didn't even know what the hell they're talking about as far as puzzles and other things goes, but HP, no. Not in my book. And this is the truth. Anybody who counts that is just, not doing themselves any favors, because there's no guarantee that that's exactly right. Unless you can actually scan that damn monster yourself to prove. Unless they have a way to actually prove it. They have to do, That should be a way to legitimately prove without a shadow of a doubt. I answer they openly admit, which they will not do, they actually cheated. They can't just say, well, because I know. Or because I looked it up. Anybody can type in numbers, dude. I can't tell you that, but they can. It's like, say, if I were to, and I won't, not to say I will, but let's just say if I have, type in everybody's HP is 5 million. Would you buy that? You probably would, if you like these people. Or count that. So don't count it. My advice to you. The only thing that should matter is you focusing on the fight and getting rid of it as soon as possible. Oh, and speaking of focusing, you might want to keep from hand abilities to heal, even if it's items. Oh yeah. Oh. I tell you, I thought that sucked. I had to destroy an entire town just to get through. That's just in one game. I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm enjoying the game so far, but I'm just not, I didn't enjoy that part of it. And I'm hoping to find some characters, some more, backup party members, so back me up. Otherwise, what's the point of having those other slots in the game? You know what I'm talking about when the game comes out. I'm trying not to spoil it, but I'm just giving you a brief summary of what I've found so far of this game that I've been playing and that I've got scheduled to come out. So, to me, it sucks so far that I haven't found anybody. I think it sucks that you have to go through at least a couple of areas without, full couple areas without having to have anybody with you. Because there's still enemies in there that are still as strong and able to whoop you. Oh yeah. I'm not kidding. Man. Anyway. Bye-bye.